Welcome back. Super Cup 2018. We're in our Division 4 quarterfinals. Mercy 2, ladies and gentlemen. Brutal Affliction 3 versus Reloaded. Then we have X Factors versus Demolition Squad. Remember, Mercy 2, you win by 2 points. Only 6-minute playtime. Demolition Squad. Why does that look like the underdogs?
Game on.
That seriously looks like the underdogs. Heroes Reloaded versus... Oh, I've lost my place again completely. Heroes Reloaded versus Brutal 3. X Factor versus Demolition Squad. As I said, the quarterfinals. Yeah, this is to get through to the finals and finals respectively. Mercy 2, you have to win only by 2 points. This is going to be some interesting paintball to say the least. Brutal Affliction, player in that Snake 50, looking in field a hell of a lot there. He wants to see that action out there. This is exciting stuff. Brutal Affliction moving up. A lot of bodies have dropped now on Reloaded. It looks like Brutal. Towel thrown in. Brutal going to take your first point there.
Point approved.
Good start for Brutal Affliction, that's for sure. Which means your next setup is X Factors versus Demolition Squad.
20 seconds.
Here's your 20-second counter. Remember, these are playoffs. No playing games here, hey? Even your semi-finals get a little touchy-touchy.
Game on.
That's some X Factors breaking in on your screen there. Demolition Squad in that telltale green. I like their jerseys too. We use that Potgieter with a 333 in the Snake 50 for D Squad. Get your minds out the gutter. Demolition Squad, not D Squad. But the D Squad has dropped the play on that far Dorito side. X Factor taking it easy, not rushing anything here. There's still 5-man coming at you live, Super Cup 2018. The weather yesterday was iffy, but today, absolutely spectacular. We couldn't... Oh, hello, that was an interesting bunker technique, but it worked very well. Demolition Squad player taken out in that snake position. X Factor player popping a little over the top. Absolutely spectacular. You got to love the creativity. Yes, I'd feel like a bit of a chop if it didn't work, but it did, and that's all that matters. I believe it was Van Brunk on X Factor who got that shot right, just popping over the bunker there. Almost threw his gloves, almost just threw his hands and gun at it rather than his whole body over the bunker. Player is called finally as well for X Factor. Van Wyk, sorry, not Van Brunk from X Factor. Less players on the field. There's a Demolition Squad player running around, forcing the exchange. Who's out, who's not? Demolition Squad player out. They are running along with the X Factor player, making sure. Like a shadow almost. He's checking himself, wanting to make sure.
Base.
There's that base hit. Let's wait for confirmation.
Point approved.
Point approval there. X Factor go 1-0 up.
Seconds.
There's your 30-second
20
counter.
seconds.
Brutal Affliction 3 versus Reloaded. I'm getting sick of saying Brutal Affliction. I actually enjoy the teams, I really do, but having to say it in 3 different leagues and divisions is
10
really
seconds.
actually getting to me a little bit. They have swapped sides. Brutal Affliction on your screen now against Reloaded. If Brutal take this point, they go 2-0 up.
What the hell happened there? Let's reset to...
1 second, 1 second. We're having some gremels. Some gremels. We are back in action, though, looking better.
Yes, got X Factor, just switched over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time's still on, was still on 5 seconds break on that one, so it definitely started.
Put it
It's
back.
1-0.
Let me put it back to 10.
We're figuring out the gremlins. The scoreboard has been giving us a few issues today. You saw in the championship division with Apocalypse and so on. 10-second counter between Reloaded and Brutal Affliction.
What? Is it a brutal free game? Yeah.
Game on.
There's your game start. That is your Reloaded breakdown, though. They're getting involved. Brutal player got picked up off the break. I believe it's Jared Rue. Hope you guys are excited for my favorite team name in the whole tournament of playing late in their quarterfinal. All the way from the Western Cape. Reloaded taking a very defensive approach. Time not a factor at the moment, though. The Snake 50 Brutal player. Byron, please move your head. There you can see that Snake Brutal player, and that's why I called it. That player went through the damn bunker, though. Both of them are out. Do you see? That's called commentator's intuition on when someone needs to move out the way, so you have a better view of an exchange. Reloaded moving up. Oh, hello, fuck. That almost scared the Jesus out of me. Brutal taking a hit out of Dorito 1. Who's this point going to? If Brutal can pull this back, I don't think they have the gun advantage at the moment or the ability to. Wait, time is ticking. There is lots on, but it seems like it's a one-on-one with both players on opposite ends of the field, nowhere near each other. Not even frankly aware of one another. Okay, there's 2 on Reloaded, so there is a gun advantage there by the looks of it. We've only got eyes on one Brutal Affliction player. Now Reloading, deciding to move up, keep the man busy. Reloaded moving up. Has he taken him out? A lot of paint being thrown down. Brutal still in there. A 1-for-1 exchange then.
Towel. Towel.
Brutal throwing in the towel, tying it up 1-1. Well played, Reloaded. That makes it tight, tight, tight. Next we have X Factors versus D Squad. Over 4 minutes left on the clock.
$30 seconds. 20 seconds.
It's good to see the crowd getting behind the D4 players as well. Family still counts, even if they're supporting.
10 seconds.
I got the fright of my life in studio here. It's like when you're at an action cricket court, you know the ball's coming behind you, the net's going to catch it, but then you turn and see it and you still scrack.
Game on.
On your screen, X Factor breaking out. They're the players with a 1-0 lead at the moment. Demolition Squad in that bright, bright green and blue. X Factor's a bit of a hodgepodge of shirts. Not much movement. I've seen players drop on both sides now, though. Balance seems pretty even Stevens. X Factor play in the Snake 1 outside cluster, opening the field up a bit. He's got to be careful. He's decided to go back and make up your mind. It's going to be an exchange there. There's no 50 there, but there is one there on opposite bunkers. They should try the push bunker over technique. Literally within spitting distance. If we can get a shot on that Snake side, there's an exchange. A little too late. Both of them are going to take a walk there. Looks like Demolition Squad has taken out X Factor here. They're able to move up. Saw someone running up. I've lost them now. There we go. Up onto the 3/4 brick of opposition. Looks like Demolition Squad might even this out.
Towel. Towel. Towel.
Towel thrown in. That's a 1-1 split there. These quarterfinals are getting serious, that's for sure.
$30 seconds.
Here's your 30-second counter. Brutal Affliction and Reloaded. Remember, Brutal took a 1-0 lead, then Reloaded came back. They should be on their original side. Yeah, so Reloaded is right to left, and obviously Brutal the opposite of that.
Game on.
There's your break on both sides. Both pretty even Stevens at the moment. There's a Snake player for Brutal at the moment. This is going to be tight, ladies and gentlemen. There could be a second point here, or even a third. Remember, you have to win by 2. With a 1-1 draw, it needs to be 3-1 to win according to Mercy rules. I see Reloaded losing a player there. It's important to note, though, that also time plays a role. Brutal moving up Snake 50 outside cluster. They know he's there. The grass is being kicked up alongside him. Checking for a hit. And he's being called out for it. It's clever though. The discipline's been good lately. Very good discipline actually, if we're honest, because they're checking for hits, calling for hits before they get the flags. In Mercy 2, a yellow flag just got some might as well as strong as a swing point. Player called out on Reloaded as well. No flag, another one out. This looks like Brutal's going to take it. They've got the gun advantage for sure. Not much big field movement at the moment. Brutal is moving up slowly but surely.
Towel. Towel. Towel.
Towel thrown in by Reloaded. 2-1 to Brutal.
Point
A minute
approved.
10 left. A minute 11. I think Reloaded realized Brutal's going to waste the time. No need, because then they can sit defensive. They need to actually give themselves something to play with of some sort.
Thirty seconds. $20 seconds. $10 seconds.
X Factor and Demolition Squad in action here. It's a 1-1 draw as well.
Game on.
2 minutes 40. What kind of point is this going to be, though? Remember, these are all knockout qualifiers, eh? Nothing small here. If you're knocked out here, you go home. Or you go buy a beer and sit in the stand. It's been a long, long day of paintball today, ladies and gentlemen. Big exchange there. Potgieter taken out of that snake by Barrank from Demolition Squad. Brink still in there, though. He's safe. Has to be careful getting out again, though. Does manage to. Demolition Squad wearing one in the pack there. Asking for a check. Another Demolition Squad player running up. As he ran up, he lost his shoe. That was spectacular. This is Brutal's point. It has to be. They've taken the guns out. Now they just need to wrap things up neatly in a bow. Consistency at this level is key. You need to be able to be good all the time to win. No one off, one on, because in Mercy 2, you get punished. And it looks like it will be Brutal Affliction 3's point. Sorry, X Factors. What am I saying? I'm so confused. This is what happens when you look at too many teams.
60 seconds. Base.
Base is hit. X Factor's going to take a 2-1 lead here.
Point approved.
Point is approved. There you have it. X Factor goes 2-1 up on Demolition Squad.
$30 seconds.
30-second timer. It's Reloaded versus Brutal Affliction 3.
Apparently they lost 5 seconds on the time. It's supposed to be 1:16. It shows 1:11. They towered at 1:16. Can you add 5 to it? Is it a mission? Okay, I'm gonna run. Thank you.
Brutal Affliction 3 versus
20
Reloaded.
seconds.
This is hectic stuff here. If Brutal Affliction 3 win, they're through from quarters through to semis. Reloaded, if they don't, they go home. They're going to
10
fight it,
seconds.
though, that's for sure. They're not going to let Brutal 3 have this. Nothing's for free in the world, that's for sure. They're going to have to fight.
Game on.
Brutal coming right to left. That's Reloaded on your screen. I did see one of them get picked off the break. Brutal player cleared in the snake. Who's that? Kukumur wearing it. He's out though just as he
60
gets
seconds.
cleared. That must actually be very annoying. As you get cleared, you get taken out. There's your 60-second counter. Can Reloaded pull this out the bag? It is quarterfinal, so there should be overtime now. Not actually sure what happens in Mercy 2 overtimes. Normally they don't do overtimes. They take a split point. They share the points. It's a draw. There's a fair exchange there. Kriebler gets out of there. The reloaded player was trying to talk back to his friends, took his eye off the ball for a second there. In that stake 50, it looks like Hero Reloaded are going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's going to be a Brutal Affliction point. 19 seconds on Mercy 2. Brutal win the game if this gets approved.
Point approved. Game finished.
There's your point approval. Brutal Affliction 3, your first quarterfinalist through to your semi. Heroes Reloaded played very well to clutch that point back. They were a little unlucky here. BMT's a big, big thing. Congratulations, though, to Brutal Affliction 3. Next quarterfinal, we need another semi-final, of course.
30
X Factors
seconds.
versus Demolition Squad. There's only less than 60 seconds on the board. So this is going to be
20
interesting.
seconds. Ten seconds.
X Factor should be breaking right to
Game
left.
on.
Demolition Squad late to the party though. They started the bunkers late. They did manage to get all 5 up in time, but a bit dodgy. That's not what you want. Demolition Squad, come on, get your house in order. X Factor lose a player. Remember, there are only 30 seconds left on the clock. X Factor needs to hold this out. Demolition Squad wants to push. They've dropped a couple bodies. Only 20 seconds left. They need to make something happen now. I don't think it's going to be enough. Brutal Affliction, Demolition Squad trying to move up. Nothing in it yet. X Factor is going to hold this down. Your next semi-finalist will be X Factor. Not sure who they'll play against just yet. Demolition Squad played well. They did very well to bring a point
Game
back.
time finished. Game
Did
finished.
very well to reach the quarterfinals as well. To claw a point back against X Factor, but unfortunately not enough. So X Factor goes through to your semis. Your next quarterfinal is Suicide Squad versus the Syndicate. Anaconda Patrol versus my favorite team, the Brasa van die Kaap, the Western Cape team. We're going to take a quick breather as the refs get the team ready. Live Super Cup 2018. My name is Adam Zawada. welcome back, welcome back. We have another quarterfinal setup out of this world. This dictates our semifinals. Suicide Squad
20
versus
seconds.
my syndicate, the mobsters. My godfathers are playing. Suicide Squad versus the syndicate up first in your first quarter.
10
then
seconds.
Anaconda Patrol versus Brasa Panicapa. Suicide Squad breaking left to right. The syndicate on your screen now.
Game on.
Yes, that buzz is loud, but it has to be. Remember, Mercy 2, if there is a draw, it goes into overtime like normal Mercy 4 overtime. 5 minutes long. Player called out with a yellow flag on. Suicide Squad, not what they would have wanted. The frogs are back in studio and they've certainly found my throat. Oh, no, the voice is very, very sore, ladies and gentlemen, I must be honest. The syndicate talking in that snake corner. They've got that snake 50. I believe it's Oosthuizen in there. Suicide Squad losing a Dorito player. Not good. This is opening it up for the syndicate to come in. Oosthuizen on that snake 50, being the lead player up front, communicating beautifully. He's looking for an exchange. Doesn't find one just yet. The rest of Syndicate follows him up though. Syndicate really does communicate well.
Towel.
And then it shows because they've taken out Suicide Squad quite effectively in just over a minute, giving them the point and a 1-0 lead in their quarterfinal now.
Yellow. Yellow, this side. Pack.
30 seconds.
My favorite team now, or not my favorite team, I am unbiased. I just love their names so much from the Western Cape. Brasa Panicapa. I love it, love it, love it. But they playing against the tough team that is Anaconda Patrol. Now these men have come all the way from Cape Town. Now they're coming for no reason and going home empty-handed. Or they're coming up for something. And let's see how well they play to do that. Anaconda Patrol is no pushover and they're going to stand in their way.
Game on.
Big break from Bra Fanikap. Snake 50 there. They've also got a snake 1 pos. That snake wing. That 3-quarter brick bunker being used again on Anaconda Patrol side. And then that snake corner. Good communication from Bra Fanikap on the snake 50. Making sure his team knows where Anaconda Patrol is. There's the exchange. There was maybe a turn there. Both players out. Oh, no, they see, yeah, he didn't turn and spin, so it wasn't a foul, but played on was called there. I do believe Anaconda Patrol have taken out Braas van die Kaap. There's Garab Basson there for Anaconda Patrol stepping up. Oh, there's a big runoff here.
Base.
And Braas van die Kaap hit the buzzer first. I don't believe it. Braas van die Kaap hit the buzzer first. They are checking the far right-hand side. I'm not quite sure how to explain what's happened here. A bit of confusion. There was a race to the buzzer, right? Brasafari Cup hit the buzzer
Point approved.
first. Stepped out of bounds, which then means that he's called out, which means he can't get checked. So the game gets carried on. But the Anaconda Patrol player was already on the far bunker already trying to hit the buzzer. As the buzzer went live again, field live, there was another Brasafari
30
Cup player
seconds.
who literally just walked up and went pop, pop. That was the last Anaconda Patrol player out there, which means he was out. Which then means the last
20
Brasafari Cup player
seconds.
literally just walked up like he owned the place and hit the buzzer and got the point. That is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my life.
10 seconds.
But this is why it's important to stay in your rules, though. If that first Brasafari Cup player never left the ground, that would not have been an issue. You do not leave out of bounds. Let's get back to our next quarterfinal.
Game
Suicide Squad versus Syndicate. They've swapped sides, so Syndicate takes a player off the break. He's been taken off the break, rather. Who was it? Who stays and taken off the break for Syndicate? Now, Suicide Squad needing to pull a point back here. Syndicate win this. They are your other semi-finalists. Both teams not advancing too high. Snake's empty at the moment. Yeah, that previous point was very, very confusing, but yeah, interesting to say the least. Now, what is happening in this game? Syndicate holding defensive, Dorito 4, Dorito 1, that backhand bunker and that snake corner. Haven't seen Suicide Squad move up just yet. Syndicate still playing defensively, has been called out there. Suicide Squad moving up. Excuse me, bless me. Moving on to the actual paintball. That was a terrible time to sneeze. I missed everything. What has happened? I do believe Suicide Squad are ambling up for a point here. They don't seem sure.
Ace.
That is exactly, wow, 2 sneezes and you miss like 10 seconds of paintball and like 3 bodies drop. But I guess that's the nature of the game, which is why everybody loves it so much. If Syndicate get approved, this ties up at 1 apiece.
Point approved.
There's still 3 minutes left to be played. Now, the most confusing quarterfinal in the world. Brasafari Cup versus Anaconda Patrol. Pretty sure Anaconda Patrol's never going to make that mistake, and I'm almost positive that Brasafari Cup's never making that mistake again either.
30 seconds.
I'm pretty sure, I think it's Wayne, or what was his name there? I didn't quite see. He's staying infield.
20 seconds. Ten seconds.
It's a 10-second counter. Brasafari Cup breaking left to right.
Game on.
Lots of paint being thrown out there. Remember, Mercy 2. Brasafari Cup take this point. They lead into your next semis. If not, it goes 1 apiece. Let's see what Anaconda Patrol can do. That first point was contentious, to say the least. It could have gone either way. $99 for Anaconda Patrol in that 3/4 brick on the snake side. Remember, there's lots of time left. Player is called out on Anaconda Patrol. Not sure who's left from Brasafari Cup to defend this point. Only the one man. Hey, I believe only the one man. No, there must be another. He's holding firm. Player called out now from Brasa van die Kaap, and Anaconda Patrol runs straight up. They're having a look about. They feel good. They feel confident. It means it's going to tie it up at 1 apiece in 3 minutes.
Towel. Towel.
Towel thrown
Towel.
in. No need for point confirmation.
approved.
Brasa van die Kaap giving as much time as possible to even this out. It's still tied in Syndicate and Suicide Squad as well. Also at 3 minutes apiece.
$30. 20 seconds.
There's your 20-second counter. Suicide Squad and Syndicate. They should be starting in their respective bunkers. Pit side bunkers, I mean.
10 seconds.
This is your quarterfinals, Division 4, 5-man.
Game on.
A hell of a lot of paint being thrown out. Haven't seen anyone called off the break. Player cleared on Suicide Squad side. Player called out on Anaconda on Syndicate. Big exchange here. Both players out. Both players out. It's a good little 50-50 exchange, 1 for 1. Made sure. It's important that that happens. This next point's going to be very important here, though, because there's only 2 minutes left, not many left. So they are going to have a go at one another. Suicide Squad moving up a little bit. No idea where the Syndicate player is. He is live, so it's no towel being thrown in. They back their abilities.
Towel. Towel.
Maybe I spoke
Towel.
too soon. Suicide Squad goes 1 up on
Point approved.
Syndicate. There is 1 minute 37, so Syndicate can come back and tie this up for overtime with more than enough time in their favor. It's going to take a good round, though.
$30 seconds. $20 seconds.
It's a 20-second counter for Anaconda Patrol and Brasa van die Kaap. 3 minutes left to play. Tie that 1 apiece. These quarterfinals are getting tight, ladies and gentlemen.
10
very,
seconds.
very close.
Game on.
Brasa van die Kaap back on the right-hand side of your field, breaking to the left. Two Anaconda Patrols on that 3/4 brick, loading it, double loading it. Brasa van die Kaap, he takes one with him in a fair exchange, but there's still another brick player there you can now force into that snake. Brasa van die Kaap trying to open out on that Dorito side, spread the field out as much as they can, try and get some field domination. Time is ticking away though. Not as much paint being thrown down. paint's probably getting a little thin. It's been warm so far for most of the afternoon. You can probably start trusting some of the paint out there. But are they there yet? This point is, I think, going to be the swing point because you're going to hit your 60-second counter soon. Definitely feel this is the swing point.
$60.
There's your 60-second timer. Anaconda and Brass van die Kaap are really going to have to do something here. I think the next pick-off on range is going to dictate who pushes next. And it looks like Anaconda moving up into that snake 50. He's been picked on the back of their head. He's out of there. Brass van die Kaap also player out. Who's left though? Who's pushing up though? Time is ticking. Someone needs to run. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock. 8, 7, 6. Not going to see if anyone's going to make it. I don't think they're going to. We have our first overtime.
Game time finished.
Game time finished. A 5-minute overtime now to dictate your quarterfinals between Anaconda Patrol and Brass van die Kaap.
No points. Overtime.
But we still need a winner between Suicide Squad and Syndicate. Suicide Squad
30
sitting in
seconds.
the driver's chair at the moment with a 2-1 scoreline. 1 minute 37 on the clock.
20 seconds. Ten seconds.
Syndicate on your screen now, right to left.
Game on.
Sorry, I mean Suicide Squad. I'm a little confused now, actually. Because a lot of these teams have mixed match jerseys, so it's really tough to see who's who. Syndicate gonna have to get some pickoffs and move up as they can. Big exchange on the Snake 50, player out. Yellow flag.
60 seconds.
They're still playing him. Player is white because he played afterwards. No flag because of the call. He is cleared to play.
I'll watch him, Sean.
This is very confusing what happened there. I'm not 100% sure. There was an exchange. Player was picked up, carried on. No flag, though, because there wasn't a hit on him. But now the team's been taken out. They can move up as they feel.
Base.
Suicide Squad looks like they're wrapping it up from Syndicate. Syndicate getting picked up. They did it in 27 seconds, so mercy too. Time doesn't matter. If there's a point confirmation, Suicide Squad are your next set of finalists.
Point approved. Game finished.
There it is. Well done, Suicide Squad. They beat the Syndicate. Syndicate did well to get to the quarterfinals, but unfortunately no semis for you gentlemen today. Anaconda Patrol and Brass van die Kaap. First overtime of the day. It's hard to believe that it's the only overtime as well, come to think about it.
30 seconds. $20 seconds. $10 seconds.
10 10-second counter, overtime. First one of the day. It's exciting
Game on.
stuff. Anaconda Patrol versus Bra Safari Cup. 1 point difference separating them. They're even Stevens at the moment. Remember, overtime's only 1 point. Survivability's key. There's 5 minutes on the clock, so time's not the biggest problem here. Anaconda Patrol playing left to right. Bra Safari Cup right to left. Snake 50 being used by Basson on Anaconda Patrol side. There is a syndicate. There is a Bra Safari Cup. Oh, great exchange there. 1 for 1 each. Pulled out because he's wearing it on front of the jersey rather than the back if he's shooting from the top, meaning he did get hit. It wasn't a spin. So they're playing on. Oh, apparently it was because you put your hand on your head. He's pulled himself out. That's the second time this has happened now for Bra Safari Cup. They need to read that rule book. He was going to be cleared for it. Was a late shot because it wasn't a fair exchange. He was going to be cleared. Bra Safari Cup, luister jy nou mooi vir my.